I will rock the shit out of this thing tonight.
Oh, hey guys, Seth Cottengim here. What's going on? We got today an unboxing of a JBL PRX ONE PA system. One of the most powerful things I've ever come across. And 2 Sennheiser Supercardioid microphones, which may be the last microphone you will ever need in your entire life. These are provided by JBL, Sennheiser, and none other than our good friends over at Sweetwater. Then, y'all are coming with me. We're going to an ALS fundraiser put on by On A Cure in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's do it. Guess what? I'm on Mars. Check it out. No, I'm kidding. This is actually Vegas. I'm still based out in California, Los Angeles area, so a lot of great people I've met, but when you fly across the country, you got to stop somewhere. And there you go. That's the Sphere. Wow. Are you nervous, Pierre? Hi. You're going to be in a YouTube video.
We're on our way to Hop Studio. We're going to be unboxing a JBL PA and 2 Sennheiser Supercardioid microphones. I'm with my guys Aiden and Nick here. We're heading over to Hop Studio right now to go unbox those, plug them up, and see how they sound. Sweetwater sent them over, and I looked at the reviews on these things, and they seem pretty powerful. So I've been thinking about playing out. If you're gonna go out and you're gonna play a freaking tailored Dose Doble, then you better have a really nice PA system and some microphones to go with it. Stay tuned, we're gonna go check that out. This is all to support Hop On A Cure. I'll have links down below to donate to Hop On A Cure to help find a cure for ALS.
Tama over here, fantastic drummer. I mean, look at this. Too many to count. Country Music Awards. What else we got? Is that a Grammy?
3
Oh
Grammys.
God.
Best new artist,
Jeez.
best album, best country album.
So, Sweetwater sent us this PRX ONE PA system. About to break it open. It's kind of intense. I read up on it. It gets about 2,000 watts of peak power, which is about 130 decibels for this thing. It's like 100 feet from a jet engine. So it's quite the tank. And we got Hop doing his best Vanna White. So thank you.
Right.
So I went to university to play football, but accidentally got a physics degree. And what that means is we are going to dive deep on the science of this thing. We're talking techs and specs. You know, the real work isn't playing the gig. It's bringing everything and setting it up and then breaking it down and then taking it all home. You can eliminate all of that with this one piece of equipment. Starting with the base of this thing. Now, I told you we're going to get nerdy, so let's talk about it. The base of this is made out of polypropylene. Why do you care? It's a plastic. Great. But guess what? It's acoustically inert. I feel like a professor today. Acoustically inert means the cabinet itself doesn't vibrate. So you can crank this thing up all the way to its 2,000 watts of peak power, a freaking jet engine, and this thing won't buzz. It just delivers pure sound. Next, inside of that base, you have your amplifier. Now, this thing is rated at 1,000 watts RMS, which is root mean squared, and 2,000 watts of peak power. What does that mean? Well, RMS is the continuous real world power, okay, that the amp can deliver the entire night. So if you think of your speaker like a car, okay, this is the only way I can think of it in my head. It's like your cruising speed. 1,000 watts is going to be your cruising speed, but that peak power, okay, that is going to be your short burst, right, of maximum power that you can kick out of this thing. So if you're able to just punch the gas real quick and take your foot off, that's the amount of, I guess, horsepower, if you want to call it. You can get that split second of peak power. You might think this is absolutely magic, and how the heck can you do this? By plugging it into a wall? This amplifier is a fully bridged Class D amplifier. Your Class D amplifier is incredibly efficient, so that power you're pulling from the wall socket is not getting wasted as heat, which not only is good for your sound, but it's also good for your electricity bill. Now, if you haven't seen it already, this is power factor correction, meaning it can take a bad power source, it smooths it out, and so you're always going to have a really nice, reliable signal. If you're starting to connect the dots, that means this PA system, you can play it anywhere that has a plug. Moving on to the actual speakers themselves. It's 12 small 2.5-inch speakers stacked into this vertical column. It's stacked this way with a shaded array. Shaded meaning the internal computer is sending a slightly different signal to each speaker so that they aren't all playing the exact same thing. Look at it from the perspective of the listener. You will have 130 degrees of coverage. You can go 65 degrees to the left and 65 degrees to the right of center and still hear the complete sound of this PA system. It's the details, guys. It's the details. And with that, I'm now going to pass the speaker over to Hop to talk about it from his perspective as he's unboxing this thing and using it for the first time himself. And I think that they have an XLR pass-through, so you can attach more speakers to this thing. You have 7-channel inputs, 4
microphone inputs and a 48-volt phantom power, so you can use condensers and stuff.
This part is really exciting because a lot of these standalone units only have a couple of inputs, and if you've got, and it's doubling as your EQ, so I'm sure you can press a button and then adjust the EQ and reverb and effects and all that. But
I think they even have like a room compensation thing, or like an automatic room adjustment thing, feedback thing.
I mean, if my little trio was using this, it would be Rizzy's cajon or kick drum here, 3 vocal mics, and then guitar and keyboards. And if you wanted to plug a laptop in there, you could play music in between the sets.
It also has Bluetooth. You have USBs, I believe, can also do that, or charge your phone. I even read that because you can hook up your laptop, you could record the whole session on your laptop while you're doing everything, which is kind of crazy. Also, they got all sorts of effects. You can pre-save stuff, so you can go back to like a certain set if you played out somewhere.
Ducking by Soundcraft. That's a good mixing company, mixing consoles. Drive rack, wow. The drive rack is a real-time analyzer, so you can actually EQ the room. If you were in some sort of hotel conference room and you needed to do this, and you were getting all kinds of bad reflections, you can use the drive rack and get the best possible outcome. It will EQ the room. Not quite Christmas yet, but we can play a Christmas song if you want.
Here we go. Okay. Stay in front of this thing. Wow. The bass sounds great. We just juiced it up a little bit. I'm gonna try the angles out here. So it should be good for up to 130 degrees. Dude, that is a tank. I don't know if the iPhone microphone is gonna handle it, but the bass on this thing is like, you can feel the room vibrating. Let's see how this sounds. So this is stuff that I'll be playing. That's that slap bass situation. We go hear it. Wow, look at that, sounds good. Yeah, that's a nice bass. Yeah, how about that? Very nice.
Mogami, the best.
Does Sweetwater have Mogami? Ah, they do indeed.
Mogami makes the best instrument cables in the world. They're just incredible quality and almost always guarantee that they're gonna be the lowest noise, most durable cable on the market. My entire studio is outfitted with Mogami.
So the next box we have here is a Sennheiser e495 vocal microphones. Supercardioid, dynamic. These I was told were kind of the best ones to get for vocals. Something about the Supercardioid makes it isolates your signal from everybody around you, so you get less bleed from other instruments that might be behind you or something. So we got 2 of them, and we're gonna, I mean, I'm not singing, but we'll see what we can do with these.
Typical for a vocal mic, the cardioid, supercardioid, figure 8, all these terms are what pattern the microphone diaphragm is picking up. Supercardioid is a different shape, and it is describing the way that sound is captured by the microphone.
Oh, there's a manual and a microphone back. Again, we don't do instructions here. I never even learned how to read.
In the studio, I use Triad Orbit quick connectors because I'm switching out mics all the time. And on a live gig, you don't really need that. The Tama microphone stands are my favorite too.
So I saw these, it says they're vocal microphones. Would you ever use these on anything else?
In a live or studio application, if you found yourself with 10 of these and you had to use them on everything would sound good. You could use them on kick drum and snare drum and the toms. They probably wouldn't be great for overheads, but they would work. Guitar amps. I don't know what the pattern is on this, or the frequency range, but they can typically go down to
I think it's a
40
to 18,000.
I mean,
Juicy.
that's the whole thing that we can hear. So
As you'll hear, Hop is the songbird of our generation.
Hey, that delivers 1 2 1 2, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, listen to that boom.
That's very exciting stuff. Big thank you to Sweetwater. My friends and I will get lots of use out of this gear because it's very versatile and very high quality.
Oh, that delay is kind of cool.
I did. I did.
Well, that's fun. Hey, Seth.
I've got a vocal lesson right now.
Thank you, everybody. So we're finishing up here. PA system is a wrap. Sennheiser microphones sounded great, even though they're vocal microphones. Hop was right; they sounded fantastic on just about everything. Cool. Well, that's it. We're gonna pack up and head out. There's more to this video. So 4 years ago, Hop was diagnosed with ALS, and every year in Atlanta, Georgia, they put on a fundraiser with Dwayne Morris and Hop On A Cure to raise money for ALS research, and that's where we're headed to right now.
3, 4.
So you may be wondering, why am I even here in the first place? Well, because of this guy right here, Joe Chuchi. He introduced me to Hop and all these incredible musicians that I'm lucky enough to call my friends. Joe's been fortunate enough to have a lot of success, but I don't know if there's much that he's more proud of than being able to support his friends and family, Hop and all these musicians included, with a wife and 2 kids that I've gotten to know very well through football, and all I hope is that he gets to do this every year for as long as he possibly can.
What is that?
It's a drumhead signed by the entire Zach Brown band.
And I've said this before, for my money, he's the most famous guy since Lou Gehrig to have Lou Gehrig's disease. And I really get to say, ladies and gentlemen, the co-founder of Hop On A Cure and one of the kindest people that you will ever meet in your life, Jennifer Hopkins.
Hello. So good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer, Hop's wife and co-founder of Hop On A Cure. You all have collectively put forth over $100,000 toward research for ALS. That's incredible. So John is in his 4th year of ALS, and he is still here and able to play music. He is not typical. ALS is terminal, and once patients are diagnosed, they usually live 2 to 5 years. ALS causes motor neurons to die and disconnect from the muscles. This quickly affects every part of the body, eventually affecting all movement, including swallowing and breathing. We have experienced so many amazing people come to us, get diagnosed, some even after John, and then pass on, leaving us to fight in their honor. And it's devastating. So John has been given this bonus time for a reason. When your family faces a terminal diagnosis like this, especially one as scary as ALS, you don't know who's going to stick around and who will not be able to handle it and will fade away. And for us, we've been surprised by both. We have had some friends fade away, but we have also had a few fiercely kind, incredibly strong and loyal people emerge by our side. And Joe Chuchi was one of those. Joe was an acquaintance. He had brought a bunch of lawyers to John's studio to record some music. When Joe heard about John, he stood up and immediately said, "You got you. I'm going to fight for you, and I'm going to rally everyone I can to fight with me." And he has. And we are forever grateful to Joe, to all his colleagues at Duane Morris that have rallied next to him to support us. So far, in our 4 years, Hop On A Cure has supported over $4 million in multiple research projects to try to end ALS. There is so much interest in the medical field now and the scientific community, and we have so much hope. The diagnosis for ALS and many other neurological issues is increasing at an alarming rate. If it continues, we could be on track for an increase of diagnosis by 70% in 2040. So thank you to all of you. We are so deeply grateful for you being here, not just for raising money, but for lifting us up, encouraging us, and pushing us forward. Thank you all again.
I was hoping to do a song and then turn it over to Mike and Brian to do one, and then do one more before I fall over. I fall over a lot. And sometimes my voice is just as normal as it ever has been. And sometimes when I'm not pushing like that, my soft palate betrays me. Yeah. Is that vodka? It's water. Take that shit back. Yeah, I'll have vodka later. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in the world, a cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. Plane touchdown, it's about 3 o'clock and the sand is still on my mind. Bikinis and palm trees, hands in my head, I was still in the bag of mine. Concrete and cars, and our own prison bars like this life I'm living in. But the plane from me farther, surrounded by water, I'm not going back again. I got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not worrying the world, a cold beer in my hand. Life is good today. Life is good today. That was terrible. Have you even heard this song? One more chance.
We're in a car, and I'm taking Uber, but we're gonna be fine. What do you have?
I have a special gift for you. I always, why am I gonna give Joe what am I gonna give?
Danny, the best Triangle player in the world. Danny's tour rig